Hey guys, it is a very Christmassy Agnes. So I'm going to try and make this video brief because I have been doing a lot where I have waffled, and I'm going to try and keep my waffling to a minimum. Okay, let me just get to the point. I'm not going to beat around the bush in this, okay? You may be surprised to learn that I am an introvert. I know that's surprising because just now I'm trying my hardest to put myself and all of my private information all over the internet. But I am an introvert. I think I may be an extroverted introvert. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that much. Anyway, my top tip for introverts during the festive period, it took me a while to realize that this is what I needed. But I have developed a strategy of dealing with my own introvertness over the years. So let me tell you what it looks like. I carve out as much time as I possibly can to do exactly what I want to do. Now, this will look different for everybody, but hopefully, people generally have a pretty good idea of what keeps them feeling well. For me, it is walking. Time alone to walk my dog. I like company sometimes when I'm walking my dog, but there's nothing for me like doing it alone because I don't listen to anything while I walk. It is just me and nature and my favorite creature in the entire earth, Bunty. Sometimes Dodie's there. That's a whole other thing. But there's nothing I prefer more than that. It makes me feel incredibly at peace. I find it super relaxing, and it's just like a really, really good reset for me. So I will wake up early in order to go for a walk by myself if I know that it's a day like Christmas Eve, for example, and I'm going to be really busy with family. I will sacrifice sleep in order to go for a walk, like I just mentioned, getting up early. And I will sacrifice some social events in order to do what I know I need to for my mental health. Now, having time to spend with family at Christmas is a privilege. Having a family to spend the festive period with is also a privilege. I understand also having the time to go for a walk. It's also a privilege. I understand this is a very privileged conversation to be having. But just bear with me because I think that there are a lot of introverts that around about Christmas experience total social fatigue and end up finding the whole thing really, really miserable. And I don't think that it has to be like that. I think if we can be boundaried with our time, then we can make it more enjoyable for ourselves and it can increase our ability to be present and to be mindful for those special parts of the festive period. I also think it's an issue that because in my life anyway, there's so much that goes into the run up to Christmas that by the time Christmas comes along, like often I'm absolutely exhausted. I've spent so much more time with people than I normally would. I've done so much more than I normally would. And by the time Christmas Day rolls around, I literally want it all to be over. And I think that's because I'm doing a lot of really tiring activities and I'm not taking enough time to restart, reset, and refresh myself. So that is my tip. Think about what makes you feel well and make time for it. And don't allow anyone to pressure you into giving those things up. And when I say make time, I mean like literally put it in your diary that you're going to do that for that couple hours on that day. And do not bend, even if you receive quite a lot of pressure from people, to change your schedule and do something else that involves other people. These activities are absolutely essential and you should be prioritizing yourself. So that's it. I managed to do this in under 5 minutes. Ha! Ha ha! I'm sorry, I was looking up there at the time on my little screen. Now I'm back with you. Nailed it. I'm not going to drag this on now. Congratulating myself. Okay, that was a whistle stop tour of how I deal with Christmas. I've gone between saying Christmas and the festive period. I feel like Christmas, some people might have quite religious. Christmas, I guess, has quite religious connotations. Not from my family. We celebrate a very, 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 very jolly Christmas. None of us are religious whatsoever. So when I think of Christmas, I don't think of Christ or Christians. Where was I going with this? So the festive period. I feel like the lesson is the same. The lesson is the same. Oh my God, I'm over 5 minutes. I'm getting out of here. I think you guys all know what I meant by that. Do you like my hat? Probably. Leave a comment, leave a like. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.